going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Show Me Firearms. Today we're going to be shooting something that's pretty darn unusual. It's a septic pump. That's right, a septic pump. It's the old pump from my septic system. We had some work done on it a few months ago, and they found that it was like totally rusted out. It was completely encased in rust. It was worse than what you see here, because I had taken a hammer and a chisel to it to try to knock as much rust off as I could, and it's still covered in rust. So we're going to shoot that today. We're going to start off small with a 22 long rifle and work our way up from there. Now, I'm kind of doubtful that any of the calibers I have are going to make it through. The biggest thing I have is 308, and I have my doubts about 308 getting through, because this thing is super heavy. It's got to be some kind of thick steel, or, I don't know what's inside it. So we're going to shoot it today and see what these calibers can do against this septic pump. Okay guys, we got our septic pump set up downrange. We're about 12 yards back where we are right now. First up is 22 long rifle out of the Ruger Mark II. These are Remington Thunderbolts, 40 grain lead round nose. I want to give that pump 3 rounds, and then we'll go check it out, see what we did. All right, 3 rounds, let's check it out. Here's our hits with the 22. As you can see, we have a hit right here and over here, and then looks like one up here. We just put a dent kind of in that rust right there. So yeah, just as I thought, it didn't do a thing. It just splattered, barely even scratched the rust. Okay, so as expected, 22 didn't do a thing to that pump. So we're going to step it up to 9mm. I'm using a Ruger Security 9. These are 115 grain full metal jackets. I'm going to give it 3 rounds again. We'll check it out, see what we did. A lot of dust coming off of that. Let's see what happened. Okay, here's our results. Not at all surprising. I'm not sure exactly where all my hits landed. I do know that one landed right up here, and maybe a slight dent. I don't know. It's hard to tell because the surface is like so jagged and pitted from all the rust on it, but it didn't do any significant damage. I think it just knocked some of the rust off. So 9mm, not going to do a thing to our septic pump. Okay, up next, 12 gauge shotgun. This is a Mossberg 500. We're loaded up with a 1 ounce slug. I don't think this is going to do a thing to that pump. Slugs are great for destroying stuff, but they're not great at penetrating. They dump a lot of energy downrange, but they just don't like to penetrate very well. But we're going to give it a try, see what happens. Well, I see a hole. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, 12 gauge shotgun slug, getting the job done. Look at that hole right there. It's smoking too. Man, that is awesome. Okay, that pump is not as thick as I thought it was. That wall is, I don't know. It's not even a 1/4 inch thick. So, maybe this won't be so hard to beat after all. Let's take a look at the backside. All right, we did not make it through. So our slug punched through the first wall, but could not make it through the pump. All right, it's time to break out the rifle rounds. Okay, so I apparently underestimated the 12 gauge slug. It punched through the first wall of our pump, but not the second. Now we got something that I think may be able to make it through. This is a Remington 783 chambered in .308 Winchester. Big rifle round. It's used by the Army for snipers. I think this bad boy may have a chance of going through. Let's find out. Okay, round chambered. We're hot. Firing. Woo! She's smoking down there. Let's check it out. Check it out. Look at that giant hole the 308 put in that septic pump. And it is smoking something awful. Look at that. And it smells really bad. It smells like, I don't know, something burnt. It's bad. Did we make it through? We did not. Our septic pump stopped the 308, but check that out. Look at this crack down here put in it. Look at that crack. I mean, it tried to. It really put the hurt on that pump, but there's no bulging on the back, nothing. But goodness, check out this hole up front here. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy, but we did not make it through with a 308. Okay guys, that wraps up today's video, and unfortunately, the target won. Pains me to say it, but the target beat all the calibers that I could throw at it. So we started off with 22 long rifle. As we all know, 22, not great at penetrating, and it just bounced off, didn't do a thing. Then we moved up to 9mm, and not too surprised there either, it didn't do a whole lot to our target. Then we tried the 12 gauge slug, and that one surprised me. I underestimated the slug. It punched through the first layer of the metal and embedded itself somewhere inside that pump, but it did not come out, which not surprising, but I was surprised about it going through at all. Then 308, after I saw the slug go through, I thought we had a chance to get through that pump with the 308, but the pump was too tough. It beat the 308. That's the biggest caliber I have, so that concludes our test, unfortunately. Yeah, I know, I don't have a 50 BMG. 50 BMG, I'm sure, would annihilate that thing. I don't have that kind of money for a 50 BMG. Not many people do, but that's the way it goes. 308's the biggest thing I got, so it'll have to do. Well, thanks guys so much for watching Show Me Firearms. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to come watch our gun channel. It's a lot of fun out here down the range. I love making videos, and I hope you guys enjoy watching them. So be sure to hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, all the social medias, you know the drill. Check us out, we got cool stuff coming. We'll see you guys next time.